everybody. Welcome aboard. Happy, what is it, Wednesday. It's good to see you all. I was a little run down on Monday, so I decided I didn't feel like streaming. And then I stayed up. So just because I didn't stream doesn't mean that I was, not doing anything. I stayed up until probably 1:30 in the morning, playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare with some of my buddies. And we were playing and having a good time. And by the way, it turns out Citation Max is really good at Call of Duty, which kind of surprised me because the last time I played shooters with Max, it was like, maybe he'll figure it out at some point. It's cool. But yeah, it was a good time. Why is the webcam is like running at a lower there? I think it's fixed now. So I stayed up to like 1:30 in the morning Monday playing video games. And that combined with some other factors means I woke up yesterday with a little bit of a headache, not feeling particularly well, but I survived. And then by the end of the day, it was a monster headache. It was one of those where it's like, man, it hurts to open my eyes. So I took myself the requisite dosage of ibuprofen. And at 7:30, my wife looked at me and she says, "You don't look so good." I'm like, I think I'm going to go to bed. So I went to bed at 7:30. And I didn't wake up until 8 o'clock this morning. And I feel a lot better. Not only do I feel better, I feel very well energized. So yeah, that's what to pump up the BPM. Yeah, right. So that's what brought us here today. Yeah, so Monday was like whatever. So anyway, it worked out though, because I was able to snag a copy of this fine plane here that we're going to fly tonight. November 752 November Delta, which we're not going to fly that tail number, but it's a good thought. And yeah, it'll be a good time. Jonathan Kurova, good to see you. It is Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday. How many times am I going to say Friday or Monday? That'll be the question. Twitch is the first and only profile where Serby has ever been taken. It should be Serby watches. You don't play and stream, dude. Come on. Serby, you need to stream. We need to get everybody in here streaming. One of these nights we get everybody streaming. It'd be fun. Flash23, good to see you, Craig. What's going on, my friend? Have you done much flying lately? You got your check ride scheduled, so that's pretty cool. Bird Strike, did I miss anything? Nah, dude, we just getting started. Happy Wednesday. It's good to see you. So yeah, so what happened anyway? Friday we did the rotate, and that was we took the rotate out of Aspen, didn't we? Aspen, Salt Lake, Reno. That was a good time. This weekend, I don't think I did really much of anything this weekend, did I? No, I don't think I actually did anything this weekend. I'm trying. Oh, you know what I did? I went to the Boston Aquarium on Sunday. We gave my niece and nephew as a Christmas present. We wanted to take them to the aquarium, so the whole family loaded up, and we went to the Boston Aquarium, and it was really busy, man. Oh man, my patience was tested by the end of the day. Put it that way. But it was a good time. Amalia definitely lost her mind a couple of times too. Because of all the people and the fact that she missed her nap and the fact that she was hungry but wouldn't eat and all the great things that keep children from being happy. Chino vlog, good to see you, man. I'd stream with everybody here. I don't think I had the personality to stream a lot. That's fair. You streamed. This is not fun. I saw you streaming golf the other day, so I know you can make it happen. Aussie Benny H, what's going on, man? Hey, thanks for that shout out over on the HBRC Discord, by the way. Never been at the aquarium when it wasn't a madhouse. See, that's the thing. The one other time I've been to the aquarium, it was like a Thursday afternoon, so there's that. But it wasn't super busy, and it was kind of pleasant. I won't say all aquariums, but a lot of them certainly are. There's one down in Orlando we went to that wasn't too bad, but again, it was like a Wednesday afternoon that we went. The Shed Aquarium in Chicago has been, I think the couple times I've gone, it wasn't awful, but the Boston Aquarium is just, everything is so cramped. Like the walkways are cramped, the areas to show people things are cramped. Like they've got that big tank, and the big attraction of the Boston Aquarium is they have this like 3-story high tank that runs all the way up the center of the building, and it's a lot of stuff from I think it's from the New England area as far as like where the fish and whatnot are coming from. So it was cool. Been out of Mystic Aquarium yet? Where's the Mystic Aquarium? Mystic, Connecticut, I'm going to assume. No, I have not, if that's the case. There's something fishy about the Boston Aquarium. Hey, Ben, are you guys doing okay down there? You're not gonna like go up and smoke or anything. Very, very tragic situation. I've watched some of the videos and seen a bunch of pictures and stuff, and like pitch black at like 10 o'clock in the morning from all the freaking smoke in Australia. Absolutely wild, man. But speaking of that, we're gonna do. I'm gonna help promote. I forgot the name. I'm sorry. Alpha Bravo. One of the guys we hosted a couple weeks ago. Help promote him next week at some point to do a charity stream for the Australian fires. So keep an eye on Discord for that. We'll try to send as many people over there as we can, either before or after the stream. I think he's gonna try to do it. So yeah, heavy lift. What's going on? I'm safe where I am. Coastal areas where my wife come from have been smashed. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't even know what to say about that. Stan Chess, what's going on, man? That's what I will say. Happy Wednesday, Stan. Stan, where the hell you been, man? We were playing some Modern Warfare on Monday, and everybody's like, "Where's Stan at?" We didn't have you there, and it was disappointing. Toasted Donut, happy Wednesday. It's good to see you. So yeah, that's kind of that brings us to today. Like the week has been, you know, I slept. I went to bed at 7:30 yesterday, so that tells you how my week is going. So yeah, I'm supposed to go flying this weekend, but I don't think that's going to happen. The forecasts are calling for gusts of like 30 to 35 knots. And I am confident in my flying, but I'm not interested in going up in those types of conditions. So we shall see. And then the following weekend, I'm also hoping to go up. But again, we shall see. Chevy Rule 727, good to see you, man. Hey, I can talk about this now too. Chevy, you'll like this. My employer, Cloud Ahoy, is working with Embry-Riddle down in Daytona. So we're gonna be working with them and basically providing Cloud Ahoy to Embry-Riddle, which is pretty sweet. It's like it's like a feather in the hat to have like one of the biggest flight schools in the U.S. Using the product. So hoping that leads to obviously more and more and more. But yeah, that was I was just told today I can talk about that. It's been in the works for a while. Kiwi Cat, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, here we are. We'll say some thank yous. We'll talk to some people, and we'll go do some flying on this thing. See how it does tonight. Now get you in. Did you apply? Serving, good to see you, Ian. So here's the question. This is a legitimate question. Is it difficult to get into Embry-Riddle? I assumed, being that it's a private institution, that it's pretty much anybody with a pulse was able to get in, as long as you're willing to pay the money. But I guess thinking about it in terms of like they have to have instructors on staff for all the students, maybe that makes it a little bit more restrictive. I don't support people that have allegiances to both sides. Well, you haven't applied, Ian. Toasted Donut says they let him in. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Serby's going through the process of applying for colleges and realizing that, man, it's expensive to apply for colleges. I was very fortunate during my college searching back in 2003-ish. Might have been 2002 actually. I can't remember when I actually applied. That the one university I applied to accepted me, because at Purdue University, if you're an Indiana resident and you possess one of these right here, a pulse, you're able to get in. You may not get into the school of your choosing, but you'll probably get into the university. I have all the requirements to get in. Yeah, dude, you should be a shoo-in, man. I wanted to be an airline pilot and realized I couldn't afford it, so now I'm going to be a controller. There you go. And the irony is that by the time you're a controller for a couple of years, you can more than afford to be an airline pilot. Especially with the way things are going. Excuse me. All right, let's do some thank yous and then we'll get going from there. The first one we had tonight was This You're Not Found with the tier 3 sub for 31 months. As I pushed the button. This You're Not Found, thank you very much for your continued support. I do appreciate it, man. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for the tier 3 as well. Really appreciate that. It's water again. It's dry January, with the exception of this Saturday and Sunday when a good friend of mine's coming in town. We're going to hit the breweries. And I suspect the following Saturday, I will also hit a brewery as well. Other than those days, though, it's dry January. Boeing Man 2425 is here for 27 months. Boeing Man, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers, buddy. Next up is Mr. Serby Plays, here for 29 months, spent $425 today applying for college. Adulting sucks. Cheers, man. I appreciate it, Serby. It does suck, doesn't it? It just gets worse, man. It just, trust me, it gets plenty worse. Zarby7 is here for 9 months total. You can just name the baby. What is up, Ty? He says, Zarby, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers. Thank you for 9 months. Cranker Tanker's here for 4 months. It says, hello. Hello. Thank you for 4 months, my friend. Cheers. Aussie Benny H, the one and only Aussie Benny H, here for 3 freaking years. Holy shit, 3 years, man, he says. That's long. Speaking of long, John Holmes, keep up the great work. Mr. Benny H, cheers, my friend. Thank you for your continued support. I do appreciate that. And last but not least, we have Mr. Toasted Donut here for 16 months. Toasted Donut, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers. I appreciate it, buddy. We don't have wheel pants, he says. How do I get rid of the wheel pants? I don't know if I can. Oh, here we go. All right, wheel pants are gone. There you go. Fixed. This is what we're flying tonight. This is the JustFlight. The PA-28-181 Archer TX/LX XP by JustFlight. It's an Archer. It's one of the new Archers being made by Piper. They're actually pretty cool. I saw one when I think they announced it 2 years ago, and I was able to see one in the flesh at Sun and Fun, and they're definitely neat planes, but I don't think they're very cheap. I think they're quite expensive for what they are. But yeah, I know that this is being used by quite a lot of flight schools around the country and around the world. So the TX was released. That's what they say. The TX/ I don't remember which one I saw. I don't remember which one I actually saw, whether it was a TX or an LX, but it was a Piper Archer. It was one of the new ones. That's what I know, and that's what I'm sticking to. Excuse me. My immersion is ruined. Well, we fixed that. Don't worry about it. Jetfire, good to see you, man. Happy Wednesday. Doing very well. How are you, buddy? Be the Gamer 2YT, thanks for 17 months. Hello and happy Wednesday, Cat and friends. Can't believe it's been 17 months already. Me too. Wow, time flies. I am the Twitch goat, he says. I am the Twitch goat. Not Tom Brady. Tom Brady's not the goat. I'm the goat. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Celtic Arms, happy Wednesday. Good to see you. So yeah, this came out. I think I don't know. I don't even know when this came out. It came out last week or something. So this is JustFlight. This is made by Dan Clow, Thranted Designs, I think it is.
When does your classes start?
I don't go to UND. Stakes, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Cheers, buddy. What is UND? It doesn't even say UND, it's UND. I have no idea. Do they have any other schools for liveries? That's a good question. I don't think they do. I think this was one of the sample planes that they were allowed to get into and crawl around and whatnot. And the other liveries are, let me go take a look at them. I think the other liveries are just like livery-ass liveries. Default is the racist livery. That's pretty standard. That's pretty standard with blue. That's pretty standard with black. That's black and red. There's the one we got. That's got some red and white on it. Yeah, so there's no other liveries that have flight schools on them. But you could always make your own livery. Go find a paint kit and make your own if you need to. Stealth Bob, thanks for 3 years, my friend. Bob, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. In German, UND pronounced "und" means "and." Learn something new every day. Flight Time 95, welcome aboard. Trying to decide between the Tulsa A319 and the Flight Factor A320 is the one better on the frames. I've heard they're both really immersive and realistic. The 319 is much easier on the frames than the 320. I also prefer flying the 319, if that helps, for various reasons. So we're flying this airplane tonight. We are going to be flying all over SoCal this evening. I'm basically going to fly approaches until I can't fly no more approaches. So we're starting off at March, because who the hell ever goes to March? Why would we start here? I don't know. Because it's an airport that nobody goes to on the network. We're going to go from March then to Riverside. All right, here we go. At Riverside, we're going to shoot the Vor Alpha approach from Homeland. We're going to go Mist, and then we're going to make our way to Chino, where we'll shoot the ILS-26 right approach from Paradise. From there, We're then going to go to Pomona, Bracket Field, where we are going to shoot the GPS Alpha approach from Prado or Paradise, depending on what they want to give us. Go missed there. Then we're going to go to San Gabriel Valley, El Monte. At El Monte, we're going to shoot the VOR Alpha from Pomona. Go missed. And then we're going to shoot the GPS 24 into Fullerton from Pomona. And then finally, we're going to shoot the ILS 30 into Long Beach from Seal Beach. I don't think we're going to shoot all those approaches, but that's the goal tonight. I got them all written down right here. I got them all written down right there. We'll see what actually happens. Goldsy says it's pretty busy tonight, so we're going to try to, we're hopefully going to keep the shenanigans to a minimum, and all that. So yeah, my name is Jack. Good to see you, buddy. Told us that 320 coming out early 2020. Hey man, I'll believe it when I see it. Like any other airplanes. So that's the plan tonight. Do a little instrument practice, do a little proficiency practice, check out a brand new airplane, and go from, well, yeah, I guess it is brand new. It's brand new in a lot of ways. And go from there. This is the JustFlight PA-28-181 Archer TX/LX XP. Yeah. On Monday night, Bill did a touch and go at every LA basic airport. Geneva made it quite audibly clear she was not impressed. Well, it happens. Anyway, I already briefed Goldsy on what's going on tonight. I wanted to see, like, is it busy? And I told Goldsy, I'm like, if you need to throw me into a hold or something at some point, I am more than happy to do what has to be done. Okay, so that's all done. Fill up the plane. That's good. There is no imbalance. What is that? Oh, here we go. Wait, no, we don't have anybody over here. These are in pounds. Oh, that's fuel tanks. Oh crap. No, we want those full. Here's what we don't want anybody. We got a pretty big pilot after the holidays here, so that's what we'll do. Actually, we'll put this show off not found in the right seat. This show not found is at least 150 pounds. We'll go with, put us pretty close to not max gross, but pretty close to the CG limits here. So there you go. Weight and balance is done, and yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this. I don't know. I like me a good Archer. This thing's got a G1000 in it. Which is the stock X-Plane G1000. It's got this over here, which I don't know what that is. An Aspen evolution of some sort. Which I guess we can. Oh yeah, okay. I see how that works. Why does it have the window? Why does it have the thing around it on the window? That's weird. Whatever. Okay, so how do we start an Archer? So the question is going to be, and I would love to do this comparison. I would love to see how similar the texturing and modeling is between this and the other Archer they have. I actually think the other Archer is mostly beige on the front and whatnot, but I'd be curious how many assets have been reused to make this thing, because some of these textures are maybe not the highest of quality as we look at them. Anyway, I don't know. That's being super nitpicky. All right, so we got to start this airplane up. I need my throttle cracked. Mixture will go full. I believe this is fuel injected. Yeah, there's no carb heat, so this thing. Oh, but is there? Wait a minute. That's alternate air. Yeah, there's no carb heat. This thing's definitely fuel injected. All right, battery master, alternator, fuel pump on, and this airplane actually, you leave the fuel pump on to start it. So that's what you do in the 180s. So we're gonna go with it. Nav lights, strobe lights, good. Is that supposed to be on arm? What is it on right now? Emergency battery, arm. And we all clear prop, and start. Oh, there's the mags. It's not going to start if I don't turn the mags on. Oh, yeah, right. And then we got to turn the fuel on, too. Prime that sucker up. It sounds like a sick banshee. I always shut the door. Wow, that's impressive. Hang on. I need a checklist for the door, apparently. Latch! Well, Max, good to see you, man. Have fun tonight, buddy. Enjoy your... have fun on your date, buddy. I actually don't know if Max is going on a date. I just assume he is. It's Max got to play the field, man. Have fun, though, dude. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by. How do I close the door? There it is. That didn't sound especially great. This could be one of those flights. Yeah, right? That was the engine sounds when you had the window and the door open. All right, anyway. But I have toe brakes, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's pop that back a little bit there. Turn the avionics master on. Saw that over there. Welcome to Piper. Let's go for 900 RPMs here while we let her warm up a bit. And check out the March chart here. ATIS is 3475. 3475.
X-ray.
X-ray.
March ARB. ATIS information X-ray. 0058 Zulu. Wind 280 at 3. Visibility 10. Ceiling 3,500 overcast. Temperature 13.
Yeah.
2.10. Altimeter 2995. Arriving and departing runway 32. ILS runway 32 approach in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested.
Okay.
Notice to airman runway 1230 closed. Read
Really?
back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information X-ray.
Okay, we have X-ray.
Mark.
Clearance delivery 121.75. To 2175. Midwest Zach, good to see you, buddy. Happy hump day. Yeah, technically you leave the fuel pump on, but we'll turn it off for a bit. In the Pipers, you leave the fuel pump on until you're 1,000 feet. We can turn it off on the ground for a little bit. That's because the tanks are not gravity fed like they are. I think it's because they're not gravity fed like they are on the Cessna. Okay, so we're gonna call clearance delivery up 2175. And then towers, our ground is after that, 2175
Juliet, Palm
well.
Springs clearance departure frequency 126.7, squawk 1401.
Cool.
Departure 126.7, squawk 1401, 55 Juliet.
55 Juliet, read back right.
Okay, we are Archer 717 Tango Sierra. We're going to be IFR to Riverside.
Delta 2034, expect the ILS runway 24, right approach.
Cool. Bryce, comment. Good to see you, Trey. Yeah, I wasn't live on Monday, so we're doing Wednesday
Yeah, just
instead.
confirm the runway. It's runway 24.
Air City, good to see you, man.
Alaska 1963 is ready to go 27.
So you can actually turn the autopilot off. You can disable it completely with this button right here. So it removes all the autopilot buttons.
Number 3,
And we're going to have it on tonight, though.
The North Island altimeter.
Because I'm going to want to have the altimeter. Or the autopilot.
St. Louis Tower, Service Jet 75600, holding short runway 29 for a south departure.
Serious Jet.
75600, St. Louis Tower, left downwind departure approved, runway 29 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 29 with a left departure.
Mars Clears, good evening, Archer 717 Tango Sierra IFR clearance Riverside.
Tango Sierra, March. Good evening. Clear to the Riverside Airport to fly, runway heading. Expect radar vectors homeland, then direct to maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 135.4, squawk 3125.
Cleared Riverside, radar vectors, runway heading, radar vectors, homeland, direct, 5,000 departure, 135.4, squawk 3125, Archer 717 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, be back correct.
Okay. Let's turn him off for a second here. Transponder, code 3125, 3125 set. Transponder alt set, back, good. I think we can get a wind vector on here, can't we? I'll put a wind vector on. I'm not sure if it's, I don't know if it's going to work or not. Okay, and then I'm also going to want to do some other things here. So let's turn the DME on. Let's put some bearing pointers on. Localizer 1, nav 2 works for me. And yeah, let's come over here then. We're going to go to flight plan. Pop you in there, or hit menu, I should say. Delete flight plan. Riverside to HDF. D. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. HDF to K. R, A, L. R, A, L. Set. Good. Okay. Procedure then, we're going to load the VOR Alpha from Homeland. Select approach, VOR Alpha from Homeland. Enter. Not going to worry about any of that. Load that. Okay, so let's talk about what's going to happen here, or what we hope is going to happen. So we're going to fly out of here on runway heading, and then eventually get vectored over to the Homeland VOR, which is down here. Okay. And then the plan from there is to then fly the VOR Alpha approach into Homeland. So what I need to have is the Homeland VOR and the Riverside VOR tuned in, and the Paradise VOR ready to go. So let's do Homeland first, 113.4. So we'll tune that in nav 1 here, 113.4. Set. HDF is identified. And then Riverside will be nav 2, or will be the next one, so 112.4. Those are ready to go. In nav 2, I'm going to put Riverside and Paradise. Riverside 112.4. I'm putting Riverside in here so that I can get a bearing pointer and know approximately where Riverside is at as we're flying towards that. And you'll see here in a second what's going to happen. So we fly towards that intersection there. The intermediate fix. Good. And then nav 2, we'll put Paradise in. Paradise 112.2. Okay, so the idea is we are going to fly out of here. Crap. All All right, so we're going to fly the Vor Alpha Riverside. 112.4 is punched in. I'll set the approach course and all that stuff once we get there, or once we get to that point. We'll grab the tower and all that stuff once we're there. I'll do a partial briefing once we're up in the air, but we'll do the full one now, or the more or less full one. So the idea is we're going to take off out of here, runway heading. We're going to get vectored probably around this way, direct to Homeland. From Homeland, we're going to fly in to Danil, and then we're going to intercept the 270, and we're going to fly inbound. We're going to go mist, and then we're going to hold here at Paradise as long as necessary. So our minimums are going to be 2,300 feet, 1.25 mile visibility. Should be no issue there. Or 1.5 mile visibility, I should say, because we're going to be class or category B. Are we B? I guess technically we're A, aren't we? Yeah. All right, whatever. The visibility is not going to be an issue. And then missed approach can be climbing left turn to 4,500 feet direct to the Paradise VOR. And we go from there. And then we'll prep the next approach after that. So we have those two ready to go. They are in. I'll just do my flight control stuff here. If we wanted to do a run-up, we could do that. So we'll go mixture rich. I think it's 1,800 RPM. 1,800 is what we'll go with. 1,800 RPM looks good-ish. That's a drop of just about 80. That's a drop of also just about 80. All right, fuel pump on. Fuel flow is 10.3. Fuel pump off. 10.3 in the fuel flow, so the fuel pump is good. Alternator's doing alternator things. Everything else looks fantastic. Yep. Okay. Let's put the mixture back. There we go. Interesting. The strobe is causing a popping on the comms here, which is actually not all that unrealistic. Okay, so initial altitude 5,000. Initial heading will be runway heading, which we'll settle that up once we're there. Cool. And I will set a flight change climb of... How do I set this? No. Ah, yes. Flight change climb of, we'll call it 90 knots. Great.
133.9er.
4 flight slow speed. Whoops, sorry.
1 Tango Sierra has been filled.
1 Tango Sierra, runway 32 cleared for the option.
32 cleared for the
Sorry about
option.
that, thank you.
For 35 Charlie Foxtrot, 1 able, proceed direct Pogey VOR, descend and maintain 6,000.
Got it figured out. Charge for a training program or something. Don't screw those.
Cherokee 454 Mike Delta, request VFR, flight following to Fullerton Airport at 5,000 feet.
Hey, Nico! How you doing, man? Sorry I missed you, buddy. Happy Wednesday,
454
man.
Mike Delta, roger, on request.
Are you gonna be streaming again at some point, Nico?
Roger, and I'd like to request a Cat 9, by the way, 454 Mike Delta.
Roger, understood. Southwest 1570, connect LA Center, 124.62. For 667 Lima Bravo, connect John Wayne Tower, 126.8.
Frames aren't doing very good. Roger, good evening, Archer 717 Tango Sierra, southeast side of the field, X-ray taxi.
717 Tango Sierra, March Grand runway 32, taxi by Alpha.
32 Alpha, 717 Tango Sierra.
Los Angeles Tower,
Got the tablet.
2034,
Tablet's gone.
request landing, runway 24 right.
Southwest 1570 LA Center, Conway maintain level.
Has the same sounds and speeds as all their planes, but costs $49. Yeah, I don't know about the value proposition for this compared to
Tango Sierra, I guess it's Golf Alpha, the runway 32.
Golf Alpha, runway 32, 7 Tango Sierra.
Delta 2034 LA Tower, the wind 2408, runway 24 right, clear to land.
24 right, clear to land, Delta 2034.
667, Lima
Take it
Bravo,
easy,
John
Sonny.
Wayne
Good to see you,
Tower,
man.
right
Have a good night, buddy. Enjoy your beers.
runway 20, right report midfield.
All right, right downwind
What's this guy
to 20 right. I think that was in report midfield, 7 Lima Bravo.
Oh, it's Ian. Okay.
7 Bravo, affirmative. 427, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not going to speak on the value proposition for this plane because it is quite a lot of
That
money.
is correct.
And, yeah. Here's a question.
5055, Juliet, radar contact, connect SoCal departure.
Over to departure, 55
Should the
Juliet.
GPS be green on the Aspen? I don't know that.
35 Charlie Foxtrot to set and
She
maintain
never used
5,000.
an Aspen before. I don't know what all these buttons do. So I'm going to press them.
5055 Juliet, SoCal approach, Palm Springs altimeter 2988.
Tower 2765 and 35.4 for departure. Nothing like flying a new plane.
Tower, Cessna 3021 Juliet, 10 miles east, landing with X-ray, request Cat 2 rating.
3021 Juliet, San Luis Tower, make straight in runway 29er, report a 2-mile final.
Straight in 29er, report 2-mile final, 21 Juliet.
For 454 Mike Delta, departure frequency 134.2, squawk 6302.
Departure frequency 134.2, squawk route 6302, 454 Mike Delta.
For Mike Delta,
Approaching
reback,
runway
number
32.
48427, connect Palm Springs Tower 119.7. 35 Charlie
Let's
Fox,
get-
cross Pogey, VOR at or above 4,900, cleared straight in, VOR, DME, runway
28.8.
29er.
Let's get the ATIS up, queued up here as well. 28.8. One thing I forgot to do.
March Tower 1, take us here is midfield.
1 Tango Sierra, runway 32, cleared for the option.
32, clear for the option, 1, take us here.
Arch Tower, Archer 717, Tango Sierra, holding short 32.
717 Tango Sierra, traffic just to beam the numbers, about to turn base. Runway 32, clear for immediate takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 32, 77, Tango Sierra. Lights.
Approaching runway 32. Entered runway
Camera.
32. 13,200
Action.
feet
Good.
remaining.
Good. All right, let's go flying.
One Tango Sierra, there'll be a Cherokee that identifies as an Archer departing there, 32 prior to your touchdown.
Okay, we'll look out for him. Thanks, 1, take us here.
Okay, power's up. TSPs are green. Airspeed alive.
Palm Springs Tower, error 48427, 4500
Sporty.
level. Information Yankee.
48427 Palm Springs Tower, runway 31 right, clear to land, wind 060 at 4.
Runway 31 right, clear to land. 48427.
Cherokee that identifies as an Archer. Because we are an Archer.
San Luis Tower, Cessna, November 4732 Alpha, approximately
I sexually identify as an
8
Archer.
miles south.
I don't know if that's funny
landing
or not. Can we make that joke
4732
nowadays?
San Luis Tower, report a 3-mile left base, runway 29er.
We
Report left base from my Chino.
we haven't even gotten to the end of the runway yet.
717 Tango Sierra, connect SoCal departure.
So up 7 take us here.
7 Lima Bravo, no need to report now, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind variable at 3.
Altimeter 299er5, arriving and departing runway 27. Visual approaches in use. Read that.
SoCal approach Archer 717 Tango Sierra 2,500 climbing 5,000. Request VOR Alpha from Homeland into Riverside.
717 Tango Sierra, SoCal departure, radar contact, March altimeter 299er5 expected.
Matter 5, 7 Tango Sierra.
Delta 2034, cross frequency 4 left, Zulu taxi to the terminal via Echo. Monitor ground 121.65.
Temperature 14. Dew point 7. Altimeter 299er5. Arriving and departing runway 27. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
Charlie.
454 Mike Delta Burbank, ground runway 8, taxi by Charlie.
What specs are you running this on? Chilled R6.
35 Charlie Fox, no traffic observed between you
My
and
specs
the
are
North
down
Island
below.
Airport. Shocking, I know. Radar services terminated. Report
But I'm
cancellation
running
by
on
affirmative approach on this
a
frequency.
AMD
Frequency approach.
3900X and a 2080
Thanks for
Ti.
your help. Charlie Fox, creek change route. We'll get back on the ground.
On a good note, though, I've seen 2 movements at North Island this week, and they've both been you.
Well, proud to be that one.
It's right out my fuel time. We started about 20:45, so we'll say we've been going for about 10. Been started for about 10 minutes.
717 Tango Sierra, turn right, heading 120.
Right, 12077 Tango Sierra.
53176, showing clearance on request.
All right, we're at 120. We'll keep the climb going.
2102, connect LA Center 126.
Look at my kitty. Thanks for 11 months. I love this channel. Your choices, your humor. Here's to many more months of quality streams. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. Cheers, buddy. Supposedly it's overcast right now. I don't think that's actually true. Force a weather refresh here to see what happens.
53176, my Alzheimer's kicked in there. What was that aircraft type again?
Hey, when that happens, Goldie.
53176, what was the aircraft type?
Oh, there's some clouds.
76, roger, on departure, heading 080, maintain VFR at or below 3000. Departure for, sorry, you said you wanted departure, didn't you?
120 is what we're looking for.
Roger.
About 1,000, just about 1,000.
Juliet, runway 29 air, clear to land.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't live on Monday, so we're doing tonight instead. Just gonna shoot some approaches.
176, departure, heading to...
Check out this Archer.
330, maintain VFR at or below 2,400.
1,000.
Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 13.
All right, let's do, let's change this to CDI to VOR1.
53176, read back right. American 2102, roger, LA altimeter.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have bound something to change the course knob. That's all right. We'll survive.
75600 Santa Maria Tower, roger. Give me a hint here. Where are you located?
Give you a hint. All right, let's do autopilot for a little bit here.
Clear to land.
I'll actually fly the approach and all that stuff. We'll do the autopilot for now. Scotty, howdy, good to see you. GA Wednesday indeed. Flying this beautiful plane.
55 Juliet connects SoCal approach 135.4.
135.4, 55 Juliet.
4667 Lima Bravo, taxi the ramp by Bravo, remain this frequency as the pass for the CAT 10.
Whatever.
Depends on which ramp you're going to. You can go either way.
And then we're over 1,000, so we can turn the fuel pump off now.
That works for me. Yeah, that's Bravo there. It goes both ways
right
from where you're currently sitting there. There's ramps on in both directions, but straight across works for me.
Okay, we got some clouds. It's a good sign.
SoCal approach, Diamond
Ice, is
5055
it?
Juliet, 8,500.
I don't think there's visible icing, but you never know.
No. 5055 Juliet, SoCal approach, Ontario altimeter 29905.
Alpha Bravo, good to see you.
29905, 55 Juliet.
454 Mike Delta, yeah, roger on the Cat 9, right turn on course approved, runway 8, clear for takeoff.
All right, there's a level off. Take that power back a little bit here.
717 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 130.
13077 Tango Sierra.
I wasn't dreaming. You said you wanted that from Homeland, right?
Affirmative.
Roger.
SoCal 5 Charlie Foxtrot, we're on the ground in North Island. Thanks for your help.
Oh, we're getting better. It was only 3 at the same time that time. 35 Charlie Foxtrot, cancellation received. Thanks. Have a good night.
All right, like for about 2,400 RPMs, 2,450 or so.
20 right, taxi by Bravo Kilo.
And we want to pull back on the mixture.
21 Juliet, ramp via Alpha, remain this frequency. That's a pass for the Cat 2.
So we'll watch the EGT right here. Wait for that to peak out.
And I believe there was one more call in there that I missed. Who was that? Take care. We'll see you next time.
I'm going to go ahead and say these fuel flows are not even close.
1 Tango Sierra, runway 32 cleared for the option 12803.
Well, the EGT never peaked, but we did have an RPM drop.
Number 401 Tango Sierra, Roger, squawk 1561.
That's about peak RPM right there. So about 13 gallons per hour, which that's not what you're going to have in this airplane. We should be seeing closer to like 8, maybe 9. You say the most fuel we pull the mixture all the way back. That is true. That is true. Siffa, we'll see you, man. Fred Rock 329, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I mean, when I do fuel planning for the Archer, I plan 10 gallons an hour. And that's like, it may burn a little more than that in the climb. At cruise, there's no way it's going to burn that much fuel, especially throttling it back a touch here. So that'd be the first thing that I'll say. So we gotta keep an eye on our fuel quantities. Then we should have plenty of gas tonight.
One Tango Sierra, indeed 1561.
So he's got to get me in towards homeland here. We plan 11.4 gallons an hour. I see. And the Warrior? Really? That's a lot of fuel for that airplane.
John Wayne Tower. Let's not push it and call it a good evening. Runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff's probably my butt in my car. How you doing, Nico? Nico, I didn't catch your reply earlier. If you did, when are you gonna start streaming again, dude? And where the hell you been, man? It's been a while. 36 liters an hour in the 172. 36 liters in freedom units. Yeah, 9.5. That makes sense. I pretty much planned for 10 in all three. I planned for 10 in the 172 and the Cherokee, and I planned for 15 in the 182. So the trick is the trick that I learned for fuel planning, obviously, is to read the manual and go with what's in the manual. But like this airplane is 180 horsepower. If you drop the last digit and then divide by 2. Okay, in this case we end up with 9. That's about what you can expect for fuel burn on most engines in airplanes. And this number seems to be fairly reliable. Not always the case, obviously, but that's what I was taught for quick and dirty fuel burn.
Cherokee 401 Tango Sierra 3,300 climbing up to 5.
Club has a couple of Warriors. Would love to get a few hours in, but they're expensive on the hourly rate. The Warrior's more expensive than the 172. That kind of surprises me. Like the Warrior and the 172 are very, very, very equivalent airplanes in terms of like speed, fuel burn. The Warrior can hold more, I think. Most Warriors, I should say, can hold more. I was on vacation enjoying the family. I will start streaming again when I feel like streaming. All right, man. That's cool.
Roger. Contact.
Well, it's good to have you here, dude.
For 454, Mike Delta.
Not something to rush into.
2997.
Burbank altimeter 4997.
Probably one too many students was a bit too zealous with the mixture lever. Yeah, that's fair.
High altimeter 2997.
Oh, 2997 for
that's kind of shocking to me that it's more expensive.
7 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 200.
200, 7 Tango Sierra. Because our 172 and 180, our 172 and our Archer are both the same price. So both of our planes are 125 an hour TAC, and then our 182 is 160 an hour TAC.
299er 53176.
Could be, yeah. If the Warrior's newer, and the 172 is an older one. But even then, the operating costs are pretty much the same. But yeah, whatever.
I have
anyway,
no flight plan for you.
You didn't want to go with the Technicolor livery a few weeks ago. I didn't have the ability to make my own livery, man. If I could make my own livery, I would totally have done the Technicolor livery.
It'll take me a couple minutes. I can slap it
That was
together for you, though. If you
that
like.
was a feature that was exclusive to the Kodiak. KK Bash, thanks for 16 months, my friend. I do appreciate that. Cheers, buddy. Oh, okay. I got you, Nico. I figure we're still cool.
California 1 Tango Sierra.
If I upset the man Nico, the man Nico's gonna let me know.
Thank you very much.
And he'll stream when he damn well feels like it, he says.
And advising you at the Riverside Airport site's probably kind of hard to miss from there, I guess.
125 an hour cries in European, yeah, right?
For 1 Tango Sierra.
Flying for me is as cheap as it's gonna get. Very fortunate.
Short and sweet. Radar service terminated. Connect Riverside Tower 121.
Very fortunate to have the opportunity with the club that I have.
53176.
It's I don't. There's no way to fly cheaper up in my area. That's for sure.
53176. Thanks.
Southwest 1570. Contact Albuquerque Center.
The Ultimate Piper is the PA-28-181 Dakota. That'd be a pretty sweet one. Those things carry a lot and they go a little faster. I think they're quite a bit more expensive to insure too, aren't they?
2102 connects SoCal approach 132.37.
And is the Dakota fixed gear? Or is it a retract? I think it's fixed gear as well.
280 enable direct homeland.
Is that for me? Is that for 7 Tango Sierra?
7 Tango Sierra, firm right turn heading 280 enable direct homeland.
Okay, 280 direct homeland enable 717 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, cross homeland at 5,000, clear Vor Alpha approach.
Cross homeland 5,000, clear Vor Alpha approach 77 Tango Sierra.
454 Mike Delta connect SoCal approach 135.4.
All right, 280. We'll get our direct going in here.
Contact SoCal approach 135.4.
You passed my written exam for the second time. Nice, Nico. Are you gonna finish up soon then?
SoCal American 2102, formation uniform, descend via.
Last year was supposed to be the year. We're gonna hold your feet to the fire next year, or later this year, I should say.
Cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
Cleared ILS 2 left approach. American.
You will get your PPL, damn it.
600. I missed most of that, but I think you want to go to the ramp there, taxi there by Alpha.
Oh no, I don't want to listen to nav one. I want to fly nav one. There we go. Here, so we'll find the VOR.
7 Tango Sierra, I assume missed on this one.
Affirmative.
Are we spinning the wheel tonight, Ty?
Nah, no wheel tonight. I gotta. We're gonna go to Chino after this one.
I'm so disappointed. Upon completion of the approach, execute missed approach procedure as published.
Missed as published on completion of the approach 77 Tango Sierra. Need a faster plane for the wheel.
Ah, yes.
SoCal approach.
Friggin' Archer would take us forever to fly the wheel. Because it'd be my luck, I'd be like, we start off in, I don't know, Van Nuys, and the first approach is going to be, I don't know, Riverside, March. We fly all the way across SoCal. Aiming for May 2020. Awesome, dude. That's about the time that I'm hoping to get my CFI. I have a new book that showed up today. FAA AC00-6B by the U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Aviation Division. It is aviation weather.
Alaska 1963.
Yes, I can get this for free as a PDF, but I want it as a book. It has such riveting chapters as local winds and page turners like, well, wind.
385.
Come on, that's got to be a good chapter name in here.
On departure, fly runway heading, maintain VFR at or below 1,500.
Ah, yes. Who can forget Chapter 10, where we're going to learn about air masses, fronts, and the wave cyclone model. Following that, vertical motion and cloud formation. I'm actually really excited to dive into this thing. And I've been slowly working through my flight instructor's manual as well.
Area 2102.
Okay.
Where's my
nav? Where's my pointer?
American 2102.
Why is my pointer on the wrong? There we go. Oh, you know what? That is correct. Yes. Okay.
SoCal American 2102.
Start making this turn now. Outbound course 343.
SoCal approach, LA altimeter 2997.
So let's do heading mode here. And 343. So Homeland is interesting because it does not have a DME on it, which makes it a little bit more difficult. Like it was actually one of the big gotchas when you're flying in on, I think the KO arrival coming into John Wayne is that there's no DME there, so it kind of screws you up a little bit. Why am I so slow? The true airspeed's 110. Oh, I guess because I throttled it back. What if we go to 2550? Can this thing do 2600? Apparently it can. 16 gallons an hour.
385 Juliet Center Rubber Ground, runway 25, taxi by Bravo Alpha Golf.
Let's see what kind of speed we get out of this sucker now. Okay, so we're on the, we were on the approach.
27 cleared for the option, make a left close traffic, and report midfield downwind each time.
Okay, so we're going to intercept the 270 inbound. So when the blue needle reaches 270, or gets close to 270, then we'll turn inbound towards that. I'm assuming towers is going to be next at 121.0, so let's tune that up. 21.0 is set. And here's the deal then. We're going to cross...
172 Sierra Papa, John Wayne clear.
Once we're inbound, we can go down to 3,600 feet. We can fly 3,600 feet to the Bobby intersection. Bobby is identified by the 311 radial off of Homeland.
5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1.
Oh, I need Homeland and nav too then, don't I? I need to be able to identify the Homeland VOR. So Homeland VOR will identify that. So we'll watch the bearing needle. Once the bearing needle crosses 311, we are at Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. And then we get on to minimums of 2,300 feet.
2,500.
Higher planes.
Sir, what? 172 Sierra Papa, read that correct.
Not sure what it was squawking about there.
SoCal approach. The Riverside altimeter 299.
I have an epic fuel imbalance. That's fine, man. You fly for an hour, and then you switch tanks, you fly for another hour.
To Chino, we've got information Yankee there. Sorry for the step. 53176.
Although I think I may change a little sooner because
the Chino altimeter 299er.
Yeah, but normally these planes you fly for an hour on the left tank or the right tank. You fly for 2 hours on the other tank, and then you fly for an hour on the last tank, and then you've got a half an hour. You're supposed to have a half an hour left in each tank. Theoretically. John Fezza, good to see you, man.
Mike Delta advised me have the full.
We're not flying Stand 4 flight, dude. I got 4 flight up, but I'm flying off the needles, man.
Will advise when I have the Fullerton Airport 454 Mike Delta.
All right, so watching the blue needle. Blue needle's approaching 270. We'll go ahead and make that turn inbound there. And then we'll switch over to the other frequency. Make that direct, and then go for 270 on the course. 270. We now can go down to 3,600 feet. All right, let's get rid of the flight director. Dive and drive here, down to 3,600.
7747 Golf. Okay, I have Camarillo showing in the route field. I have Ontario filed as your destination. Which is it?
Okay, there's Homeland now. So when Homeland reaches 311, that's when we know we've crossed. The tail end of that is 311. We know we've crossed.
I'm just trying to figure this out here.
And then get ready for the mist here. The mist is 112.2. 112.2.
Roger. On request, standby.
Down we go. So I'm going to line the purple diamond up here with the top of the needle.
Clear for the option.
There. Add some power and level off. Let's pull that mixture in.
385 Juliet, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
3,600. Hold that for a few more miles. We good. Set the tank to, just set the auto tank switch. Yeah, we could do that. The co-pilot. That's additional felons riding along with us. Is one of the pumps off, or is it a manual pump? So you have to manually select the tanks that you want to use, Nico. In low-wing airplanes, the plane in low-wing single-engine airplanes, you cannot pull from both tanks at the same time. You have to pull from one tank at a time. So we can pull from the left for a while, and then we pull from the right for a while, and we just switch back and forth between the two.
18.5, 53176, see you later.
It is not the case with high-wing airplanes that are gravity-fed, where you can always leave them on. I'll leave them on both. So like this is the same thing. Max used to have to do this with his Cirrus, for example. I should say with the Cirrus SR-22. And like the TBM has an auto, and I think an auto button on it that automatically switches between the two tanks at a regular interval, and that's how they get around that. Because even the TBM can only pull from one side at a time.
Number 717 Tango Sierra, connect Riverside Tower 121.0.
Over to tower 717 Tango Sierra. We left half you. It's all right. We got the good half.
5055 Juliet, connect Joshua.
Which half that is?
6.1.
Is there any weather the PE coverage area? No, dude. There's no weather tonight, man. It's kind of disappointing. Okay, so we're watching this needle here. Okay, when that crosses 311, we can then start down to our minimums of 2,300 feet.
5055 Juliet, Joshua, approach Palmdale altimeter 30.
And then we take those. Oh boy, we got to start a timer too, don't we? Let's get ourselves back to approach speed. 90 knots.
4 by Delta, roger, radar service terminated, connect Fullerton Tower 119.1.
Start a timer.
American 2102, connect LA Tower 120.905.
So we start the timer and we go 4 minutes and 16 seconds now at 90 knots. So we'll dive down to 2,300 feet and we'll keep our speed at 90. 2,300 feet, 90 knots, 4 minutes and 16 seconds to the final approach fix. So let's see how close that actually, because I can see the runway obviously. We'll see how close it actually gets us.
Nope, negative unless I say
and
radar, unless I say squawk VFR, you can keep that code. No problem.
777 Bob, how you doing, man?
Number 717 Tango Sierra, I'm sure you've been trying to call in there. Report the mist.
We actually did not. 717 Tango Sierra, report the mist.
No, I said you've probably been trying to call in there, but haven't had a chance.
Oh, that's exactly what it was.
Exactly.
90 knots, 2,300 feet.
Tower, Cherokee 454 Delta at 2,500 inbound.
So, other ways that we can identify the final approach fix. Okay. Legally, we could use the GPS to identify the final approach fix.
Alaska 1963 radar.
I could also use ForFlight for additional situational awareness to identify the final approach fix. That's not legal, but I could situational awareness do that. But basically, like in the real world, if you were flying this approach on your check ride, they would expect you to start the timer.
1 Tango Sierra, roger, extend your downwind, I'll call your base.
If you don't start the timer, you fail.
Send the downwind, you'll call my base, 1 Tango Sierra.
So we got 2,300 feet. We'll hold that for another.
Actually, 1 Tango Sierra.
2.5 minutes.
On a 4-mile final. If you want to make a short approach, so proceed direct to the numbers. Now runway 27, clear for the option.
3 mile final, runway 27.
27, clear for the option, 1 Tango Sierra, we'll make it sappy.
There's 2,300 feet. Make sure we stay above that. We're still looking for 90 knots. So we're still timing this approach. So we want 90 knots. Now, the aspiring person is saying, but Ty, the ground speed could be different than the indicated airspeed. And I would say, yes, that's why you don't see this very often. In the real world, you would get a GPS approach here.
John Lynn ground, Cessna 172 Sierra Papa.
Oh boy.
Gate 1A, ready for taxi with Mike.
Got a 172 Sierra Papa. You know what that means.
385 Juliet, Santa Barbara approach.
Okay, so we're looking for 4 minutes and 16 seconds.
Chino Tower, Skyhawk 176 midfield, left downwind 26 left.
176
Teaching mode, yeah.
Left cleared for the option wind.
Teaching, I'm really just talking myself through this stuff
Cleared
to make
for the
sure,
option,
like,
26
if I
left,
can
thank you
explain
for
it
the
to you
wind.
guys, that means I
5176.
understand it.
385, Julia, leaving the Charlie.
And it also means that somebody can correct me if I'm wrong.
Exchange approved, can I?
Okay, less than a minute to go, so 4 minutes 16.
747 Golf. All right, we're ready for you now. You ready to copy?
It's going to be pretty close, honestly.
7747 Golf, cleared to the Camarillo Airport on departure. Fly heading 210. You can expect radar vectors to join the Santa Monica.
All right, it's going to be climb 4,500 feet,
radial.
direct Paradise VOR.
Santa Monica VOR, direct Van Nuys VOR, and then direct maintain 3,000. Expect 4,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.9er, squawk 2365.
20 seconds to go. Oh, we just failed the test. We're below 2,300 feet.
47 Golf is cleared direct Santa Monica. Clear direct Santa Monica 125 radial of the Santa Monica VOR.
4,500 feet.
Van Nuys VOR.
All right, it's 416. We're going missed.
3,000. Expect 4,000.
Climbing left turn, direct Paradise.
Frequency is 134.
Paradise, we're going to make a...
And transponder is 2365.
Teardrop entry, looks like. No, parallel entry.
160, you're clear for the option. We've got the traffic in sight.
7747 Golf. I think we got it all in there. The only thing I missed on the read back there was the initial departure headings on departure. Fly heading 210.
Right,
expect vectors to the Santa Monica 125 radial.
Fly heading 210. Expect vectors to the Santa Monica 125 radial for 47 Golf.
47 Golf. Thanks for back. American 2102 left. Turn on hotel. Right turn hotel 5. Hold short runway 25 right.
Left turn hotel.
Yeah, we're going to set that for 269 on the course.
2102.
717 Tango Sierra, Mrs. Published, connect approach 135.4.
Mrs. Published 35477 Tango Sierra. Actually, this will be a direct entry from where we're at.
American 2102, cross runway 25 right at Hotel 5. Terminal via Bravo,
yep,
monitor
direct
ground
entry.
0.75.
Flaps are up. That's why we're not climbing. So Cloud approach, Archer 717 Tango Sierra 3000, or climbing 3000 for 4,500 missed approach.
717 Tango Sierra, so approach Chino altimeter 29er.
29er.
4 Mike Delta Bravo to the ramp. This frequency is a pass for the Cat 9.
Okay, so flew it pretty well, but I forgot to put my flaps up on the go around there. That's a problem. That's why I'm doing this.
1720 Pop runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha Lima.
Okay, 4,500, 3.7 miles to go. We can do one lap, get ready for the next one, and we'll go. Dimebag, good to see you.
Number 1720 Papa, runway 20 left, taxi
Elliot B,
via
welcome
Alpha
aboard.
Lima.
How do I get chat to go off full screen mode? I don't even know how you put it in full screen mode. There you go, what Nico said.
176,
oh, you're on the iPhone. You gotta like tap on the video, I think, or something. I actually don't know.
7 Tanks here. What's the next request?
Next is going to be the ILS 26 right Chino from Paradise.
7 Tanks here. Roger, expect.
Will do. Okay, I'm going to go sync up the heading bug. Heading, flight change, autopilot. And we'll let that do its thing for now, so that I can come over here, go to flight plan, menu.
1720 Papa, I just gave it to you twice. You must have missed it. Runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha Lima.
It's going to be K, C, N, O, enter. Procedure, select approach, 26 right from Paradise.
1 Tango Sierra, Roger, runway 27, clear to land with 2706.
We'll just go and activate that right now, even though I'm not going to use it yet. All right, there's 4,500 feet, got a mile and a half to go. Going to reset our timer now. Outbound course here is going to be 089er on this hold. Just throttle it back a little bit here. No reason to go cranking around. We are in no hurry, so let's go 089er now. And then I will brief this approach and get ready for the next one. .089, there we go. Okay. So we're looking for KCNO. Nope.
Seven Tango's here. Did you want any laps in the hold? Or are you ready for the approach pretty much anytime?
Ready for the approach anytime. 7 Tango's here.
7 Tango's here, Reggie.
Okay, we're going to fly the approach. We're going to fly the 26 right approach into Chino from Paradise. So we're going to need the Chino localizer and the Paradise VOR tuned in. Yes. All right, so we've got Paradise VOR right now. Let's go ahead and start the timer. Boom. Look for 1 minute there. Chino localizer is 111.5. That's tuned up. Let me come down here. Oops, nope. I want to have Paradise in down here, so 12.2.
For 1 Tango Sierra, roger, ramp via Alpha. This is frequency.
Chino Tower is 118.5. .5 is checked. And from Paradise, we're going to fly into the localizer. We're going to make a teardrop entry into the hold. Actually, we'll make a direct entry, or we'll make a parallel entry. So we'll fly in, we'll make a parallel entry, bring it back, and then we can fly inbound on the ILS like this. So this is kind of an interesting approach, having this little offset hold here.
3 and 5 Juliet Santa Maria Terra.
So we're going to hold. Let's make our turn inbound now.
4 to 3 mile final.
Get ourselves back inbound towards VOR.
717 Tango Sierra is cleared to the Chino Airport via the Paradise VOR direct, and you can maintain 4,500 to work.
Okay, clear Chino Airport, Paradise VOR direct. Maintain 4,500, 717 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, back correct. Cross Paradise at or above 4,400, cleared ILS from 26, right approach.
Cross Paradise at or above 4,400, cleared ILS 26, right approach, 77 Tango Sierra. Okay, so we're going to go direct to Paradise, and then we'll make the outbound, or make the turn inbound towards the hold from there. There's no DME on here. Dude, you're killing me, Smalls. So I need to have the Homeland, Homeland VOR back into nav 2 so that I can identify the crossing intersection. Actually, I can identify the crossing intersection.
That intercept's too steep for the outbound leg out of Paradise there. Just let me know, and I can get you further south and get you a better angle at it.
7 Tango Sierra, we're going to end up having to probably fly through it, so it's up to you.
I'm good either way. It's everything's protected to the west side there as well.
Okay, we'll just fly through it and then make our turn at 7 Tango Sierra.
Sounds good.
So I need to have the Homeland VOR tuned up here because that actually gives me the crossing intersection. I could use the localizer as well, but we'll use the Homeland VOR instead. So let's keep that there. Let's keep Chino, or keep Paradise in the standby, ready to go. Homeland's 13.4. So here's the deal. I got to be able to identify this intersection somehow. The easiest way to do that is to say the 310 radial off of Homeland. So once I have that crossing, then I can set a 1 minute timer, fly our outbound leg, fly back inbound, re-intercept the reciprocal of 052, and then we'll make our turn in on the localizer. Got it? Great. Both of these approaches have been really silly. All right, as soon as we cross Paradise, I'll go ahead and make my inbound turn 052. Let's see, course. Course of 052.
76, runway 26 left, clear for the
And we're just waiting for crossing here. We'll know that we're crossing because the two will switch to a from. You'll see this thing go back and forth a couple of times, and DME will, instead of dropping, will start to climb. The G1000 doesn't show DME yet, it does. Right here. That's what I'm looking at. So here comes the crossing. There it goes. All right, make the turn inbound. We know we're going to overshoot it, so we will overshoot it the other way. Big honking right turn here. Keep ourselves on the protected side of this approach. Intercept inbound. I can go to 4,400 feet, but whatever, it's fine. Minimums are going to be 886 MSL. 4,400 feet until we are inbound on the localizer, so we're good for a bit.
Number 172 Sierra Papa connects to Cal departure.
It's all good. Jen against Happy Wednesday.
Right. 5055 Julia, connect LA Center
172 Sierra Papa, 2,200, checking in.
5055
172 Sierra Papa waits for no one.
Over to 125.27, Papa Julia.
172 Sierra Papa, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 3,000.
Climb and maintain 3,000 to Sierra
Okay,
Papa.
as soon as I see movement here, we'll go to VOR mode. I'm flying with the autopilot for a little bit, so we'll deal with it.
5055 Juliet LA Center, good evening, the Burbank altimeter 29907.
Wait for movement on the green needle. Movement on the green needle. Ishiko, good to see you, buddy. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. You were over the numbers like 10 minutes ago. What app is this? You're just deliberately burning fuel. Oh, Nico, yeah, we're burning fuel, man. I'm just shooting approaches. So the goal is to shoot back-to-back approaches tonight on the network and basically tax myself. Like we're going to Chino. After Chino, we're gonna go to Brackett, and then to El Monte, and then to Fullerton, and then to Long Beach if I make it that long. We'll see how things go. We may stop after like 3 or 4. How's the fuel imbalance? Yeah, I'm gonna switch tanks now. I'm reasonably certain these tanks are accurate in terms of like what they're reporting to me for fuel. All right, so we are looking for 310 will be our crossing, and that's when we'll start the timer for the outbound leg of the hold. So if I was in the real world flying, this is what I would do. This is how I would, if I were basically shooting approaches for currency, this is what I would do. I would just go up there, shoot an approach, go missed, brief another approach, shoot another approach, go missed, and go from there. See out gaming, good to see you, buddy. Have a good night. Yeah. And this monster of an airplane. I'd love to have one of these things, man. I love Archers. Archer is like a fantastic utility airplane. Yeah, the fuel gauges in the Cherokee don't ever work, but in the sim you can pretty much be sure they do. I would wager to bet that JustFlight or that Dan Clow has not coded fuel gauges that are going to be wonky, like you would see in a normal airplane. Yeah. It's 310, looking for 310. I have like 3 different ways to identify this fix. Should be doing this in Oregon right now. Dark rain, icy, gusty winds. I thought about going up there, Jeremy.
Number 172 Sierra Papa.
There wasn't much weather earlier, and now that there kind of is. Like now there's some weather in NorCal.
602 Sierra Papa.
There is some stuff on the coast, but even the stuff on the coast, like 7 miles rain, scattered 7, broken 1900. I could shoot. The airports aren't really close enough to go out there and just shoot approaches like this. Would you think the fuel gauges in the G1000 might be more accurate? You'd hope so, but it's probably still using the same plunger or whatever method they use to check the fuel, so I'm going to assume fuel gauges are all crap. The TX starts at only 389,000. What does that get us? Old Fly Guy 70, good to see you. Archer, honest 4-place aircraft. You can actually get 4 people in an Archer, yeah. Oh, hey, timer. Fly our outbound leg, and then we will fly the approach. We have loads of fields with no procedures. I mean, there's plenty of airports I could have flown into out there, like around Portland and whatnot. I think there's a few that I could have chosen, like McMinnville and Aurora State and just a few others. But like doing it down here in SoCal, I get full ATC coverage for the entirety of this flight. Will the Archer do 4 people in full tanks? It depends on how big the people are. So, full tanks in the Archer depends on the Archer too, to an extent. I think our Archer is like, okay, there's my turn. Heading mode, inbound turn, coming right up. Our club's Archer has a useful load. No, I don't want 6453 Hotel. I want 3894 Foxtrot. Give me the airplane I keep. There we go. 2550 is the max pound and max weight, and our zero fuel weight is. Oh, that's loaded. Do-do-do.
Seven Tango's here. Just confirm you'll be missed on this one as well.
Affirmative.
Roger. Upon completion of the approach, execute Mr. Approach procedure is published.
Mr. Approach has published. 77 Tango's here.
Why do I feel like we've been here before, Ty?
Oh, we've done this a couple of times. There's no wheel this time, though, so it's not quite the same. I assume he means earlier tonight.
76 or 26 left, quick for the option.
All right. The Archer we have is 1560 zero fuel weight and 2550. So it's got, our Archer has just about 1,000 pounds of useful load. So I have 700 pounds to work with when the tanks are completely full. So I can, whatever we can do with 700 pounds, like that's what I got. All right, so we're flying back inbound on the hold-ish. Keokin, what's going on, buddy? Al Dog, welcome aboard. You think Brady will stay in New England? Do you think he's leaving? I have no idea. I've heard people that speculate he's leaving, and I've heard people speculate he's staying. So what I know is that it sounds like the offensive coordinator is going to get poached. I'm not really a football person, so whatever I say is kind of, hearsay almost. It's all secondhand knowledge. All right, let's tune up this. So we're going to tune up the localizer, and the inbound course on here is 255. I will go ahead and take over now. Oh, okay. My airplane. So once we start inbound, we can go down to 3,000 feet. I do have a glide slope I do have a localizer. That is a good sign. Tower 18.5. All right, so we can get down to 3,000 feet. Our missed approach altitude is back to 4,500. So Linden is identified by, oh God, not HDF, I need Paradise. Linden will be identified by 020 off of this VOR that we got secondary. All right, so 3,000 feet, we're looking for 020.
Bravo. Coming in overmodulated, maybe try turning the mic boost down or pulling the microphone away from your mouth about an inch. It should clear it up. A little better, but still overmodulated.
I'll also just grab the glide slope here in a few minutes too, but we'll step it down for the first. We'll step it down for the first couple waypoints.
Yeah, I mean we can definitely work with it. It's just really, really, really loud.
Okay, 3,000 feet. That doesn't seem right. Paradise 112.2 is identified. Yeah, so Paradise is showing up in there on nav 2. That's correct. All right. I'm going to go with it. Code Monkey, good to see you. We can take 5 of you. We can't. We don't have 5 seatbelts. That's a problem. We can fit 5 in here, but we don't have 5 seatbelts.
Interesting. Like I said, I can definitely work with it, but it's definitely overmodulating there to the point that it's
no absolute unit. Yeah, no absolute units, right? Yeah, this year not fun. I looked into getting our crew in there in a couple weeks, and it would be close. It would be close with the 3 of us, so we're going to take the 182. Not to mention that the Cherokee's a little tight on the interior too.
717 Tango Sierra, connect Chino Tower 118.5.
18.5, 7 Tango Sierra.
5055 Juliet, connect LA Center 135.5.
Chino Tower, Skyhawk 176, midfield left downwind 26 left.
176,
left.
26 left, clear to the option.
Cleared option 26 left, 53176.
Chino Tower, Archer 717 Tango Sierra, ILS 26 right.
717 Tango Sierra, Chino Tower, runway 26 right, cleared low approach, report the miss.
Cleared low approach 26 right, report the miss, 717 Tango Sierra.
172 Sierra Papa, turn right heading 080.
Yeah, it's looking good now.
Tower 29 Bravo, radio check.
Well, that's even worse. 5055 Juliet LA.
All right, here comes Linden.
Altimeter 2996.
Oop, there's 3,000 feet. There we go. Leave it there. I'm just going to hold 3,000 now. We'll grab the glide slope, and we'll take that down. So at 2,100 feet or 334 on nav 2 will be our final approach fix. So you can use altitude as once you're on the glide slope, you can use altitude as a way to try to identify a fix. I wouldn't use it as the only way to identify that fix, but it's certainly a thing that you can do. All right, so there's glide slope coming in. Down we go. All right, so we're tracking that diamond and that needle. Very, very, very small corrections. Not a lot of wind today bothering us, so it's not that big a deal, too. I'm afraid I'm in and out. What airport are we landing at? We're going to do a low approach into Chino. Look at my kitty. And then we're going to go mist and head to Brackett. Heading to Brackett. 886 is our missed approach altitude. let's pull the power back now. Nose is going to want to come up. 2100, I think, is our number. Let's go first notch flaps in. Push that nose over, push that nose over, push that nose over. Looking for about 90 knots. So it's back on track here.
172 Sierra Papa, turn right heading 170.
Small adjustments.
For 53176, extend your downwind, I'll call your base.
All right, you'll call the base, 53176.
886 is minimums. Here we go. Pretty well established. A little bit more power in. It's like 2,000 RPMs or so is going to give me my 90 knots. Keep it on the localizer. Keep her on the glide slope. 1,000 to go. Actually, like 900 to go. As we get closer to the localizer, it starts.
Final runway 26 right.
Thank you. As we get closer to the localizer, the needles get more sensitive, so we have to be even more careful about making small adjustments.
172 Sierra Papa, 2 miles.
Otherwise, we could start porpoising, or we could start tracking back and forth.
ILS runway 20 right approach.
Little low, little left. Speed's looking good. Still a little low. Still a little left, coming in.
Santa Maria ground, Cirrus Jet 75600.
Put our marker right there.
Request taxi for
Still very
north
low.
departure with information
500
Yankee.
above.
75600 Santa Maria ground, runway 30, taxi by Alpha.
30, taxi via Alpha 600.
12.4 for the hold.
Montgomery Tower, Centurion 29, Bravo radio check.
Very small adjustments.
A lot better now.
Mic at 2 and the boom is like 3 inches from my face.
There we go. I guess we
300 above.
Now to get the other headset to work. Thank you.
For 53176, base turn your discretion. Runway 26 left, cleared for the option.
Clear for the option,
Little high.
26 left, 53176.
100 above. 200 above, sorry, 200 above. $100 above. So we could still be IFR right now. A little high and correcting. Press it slightly. There's minimums. Go around. Establish ourselves in the climb. Flaps up. And we'll tune in Riverside. We'll make our left turn to Riverside. Chino Tower 77 Tango Sierra, missed approach.
717 Tango Sierra, roger. Missed is published, connect approach 135.4.
Missed is published 35.4, 77 Tango Sierra. Okay, so we're going to follow the needle over to the Riverside VOR, where it's going to be a parallel entry into that hold. Up to 4,500 feet. I did remember to bring my flaps in this time. Yep. The Johnson bar is on the floor. I repeat, the Johnson bar is on the floor. There's direct Riverside. Let's take the heading bug up. Let's do
75600 Santa Maria Tower, right crosswind departure.
Flight change, heading,
for takeoff.
autopilot. And then
retard.
Oh hey,
retard.
I'm flying to the wrong spot. I was following the wrong needle. There you go. Don't do that. Now I'll find the right needle. Nick Bolus, if you're still here, man, I think I might have missed you. Thanks for 33 months, dude. I'm so sorry about that. Look at my kitty if you're still here. Thank you for the bits. I missed that as well. KK Bash, I think I got you, but thanks for 16 months. Cheers. It's weird stream tonight, guys. Sorry. This is not found. Thanks for gifting a sub to Johnson Bar 01. Cheers, my friend. Thank you guys all very much. Okay. 7.2 miles to Riverside. There's no DME on that one apparently, but we do have some distance off the GPS. Okay, so next up we are going to ask for the GPS Alpha approach into Bracket. KPOC.
Sierra Papa, contact.
We'll take that. We can take that from Paradise.
Going to tower 126.8. T Sierra Papa.
Retard.
Chino found. Thanks for gifting 4 subs, my friend. If you got a sub from Chino found, make sure you say thank you. Cheers, buddy. I really appreciate it. 300 subs, dude. That's crazy. Thank you, dude. You've paid for approximately 4.5 to 5 hours of my flying time, and I appreciate that. Thank you, dude. Took that approach, Archer 717 Tango Sierra. Next up is going to be the GPS Alpha into Bracket from Paradise, whenever you have a chance.
717 Tango Sierra, Roger, have your request. 3176, sorry, say again.
Oh, dibs on the right seat, right?
Okay, I thought you said something after. Runway 26, left click for the options.
It's like $1,500. Take times 300 times 2.5, whatever that comes out to is what I've gotten. It's like $750, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so that's probably, we'll call that about 5.5 to 6 hours of avgas. Thank you very much, though, dude. I appreciate it. Nightbird 2335, thank you for 4 months, man. Cheers to you, buddy. Still water tonight.
23 Romeo Foxtrot, Palomar ground, runway 24 taxi by Alpha.
Okay, so that's flying that. Let's get this ready to go now. I'm going to do flight plan, menu, delete flight plan. We're losing Goldie here in a few minutes. K, P,
172 Sierra Papa, John Wayne Tower, say hi to Mike for me, runway 20 right
C.
clear.
Procedure, approach, Vor Alpha.
I assume you don't want the hold at Riverside?
Affirmative.
You clear to the Bracket Airport via flight present heading, radar vectors, Paradise, VOR, direct, maintain 4,000.
Okay, clear to Bracket Airport, present heading, Paradise, direct, 4,077, Tango Sierra.
Tango Sierra, read back there.
All right, let's go down to 4,000 then. Do vertical speed down. Heading mode.
717 Tango Sierra, turn right, heading 170.
Right, 170, 77 Tango Sierra.
Will be a vector for the Paradise viewer.
7 Tango Sierra.
Okay. 5055 Juliet, connect Santa Barbara, approach 120.55.
So this one we will fly off the GPS needles.
Santa Barbara approach, Cirrus Jet 75600, about 10 miles from the northeast of Santa
We're going to fly the VOS or GPS Alpha, or VOS, VOR or GPS Alpha approach into Bracket Field.
75600 Santa Barbara approach, block 5.
I'm flying it as a GPS approach, so I'm not going to tune anything up. Tower.
Squawk 5651600.
I'm going to assume 18.2.
Right heading 250, able to proceed direct, Paradise.
25077 Tango Sierra. And direct Paradise when able.
Santa Barbara, approach Diamond 5055 Juliet, 5000 forward, descending 4500 with Yankee.
Okay, GPS Alpha approach from Paradise.
5055 Juliet,
It's going to be Paradise to Prado, and then inbound from there. 4,000 until we get to Prado. After Prado, down to 2,500 to Goldie, and then down to 1,800 feet by Pomona.
Okay.
Minimums for this are going to be 1,800 feet.
Tango Sierra, direct Paradise now, cross Paradise at 4,000, cleared VOR Alpha approach.
Direct Paradise, cross Paradise at about 4,000, cleared VOR Alpha approach 77 Tango Sierra. Sync that up. Oh, I want to be in. Hang on. Aha! That's what I want. And then direct.
123 Romeo Foxtrot, Palomar Tower, make a left, close traffic, report midfield down one each time, runway 24 clear for takeoff.
Got it. Okay. Was there a 2R? I did hear a 2RF, didn't I?
Number 48427 Palm.
It wasn't Max.
Good evening, clear to the Los Angeles airport. It'll be the
it's a 123
one
RF.
departure. Palm Springs VOR.
Hellfire, good to
Victor
see you.
388 Dennis filed. Maintain 7,000.
I like this game, but I cannot figure out how to do an approach right or anything. I always miss or I'm way off. It takes some time.
126.7 squawk 5.
It takes some time, and it's something that if you put some effort into it and you do some studying and whatnot, you'll figure out, and it's fantastic when it happens. Kelvo907, or Kelvo907, thank you very much for the donation, by the way. Cheers, my friend, to you as well. Thank you very much, dude. But I mean, yeah, I started off and I had no idea how to fly any of these approaches, and just read a lot of stuff, watched a lot of videos. Eventually learned to fly for real, and yeah.
427, no problem at all. It's Cathedral 1 departure to the Palm Springs VOR.
Well, watch some of these lovely Twitch streams that we have here, and I would say maybe we can try to teach you something. Here. King-tastic, good to see you, my friend. Happy Wednesday, and Hellfire, happy Wednesday to you as well, my friend.
And then it's as you file it after that.
I hope you guys are doing well.
427, no problem at all. Read back history.
What for, though? Good to see you. Hard to teach an old dog new tricks. That's fair. All right, so I'm going to put the final approach fix in for the altitude. That's 2,500 feet. 2,500. And then I can activate approach mode. Or I can go VNAV. I can go VNAV when I get to a VNAV profile. I just fly by hand, whatever. Still confused about flying VORs, and I read the article you sent me. I don't know what to tell you, Kyogen. It's just practicing, man. Point the arrow towards the VOR.
176,
and go from there.
Dinner time in Portland. Belated New Year's cheer. Happy missed approach, smiley face.
Trustpod, thank you very much for the 500 bits, man. I appreciate that. Enjoy your dinner. Happy New Year to you as well, sir. Cheers, buddy. Have a good evening. All right. We may have to end this stream because we might run out of gas.
For 7 Tango Sierra, upon completion of this approach, execute the missed approach procedure as published.
Missed approach as published upon completion of the approach. 77 Tango Sierra. How are we burning 18.4 gallons an hour? No way. No way. Pull the mixture way back. That's obviously going to help a little bit. 14.8. Like, really? Oh, sorry, iPad. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Hope to be able to buy the new flight sim that's coming out. Yeah. It's going to be a doozy, I think. I think it's going to be a pretty okay sim. Looking forward to it.
515 Zulu Tango San Luis ground runway 29 taxi by Alpha.
Oh, Bill's out there. Bill really was down there flying. Good old Bill. Interesting. Just looking at this flight path. It's kind of cool. Is that normal for this plane? Not a chance. No. No, this thing should be burning like 9 or 10 right now. At 11.3 is apparently what somebody else's school plans for, but I plan for 10 gallons an hour when I'm flying the Archer. And I'm usually pretty damn close on my fuel estimates. 14.9, like this is the amount of fuel that I would expect in like a Cirrus SR-22 to burn in cruise. Going 160 knots true. Not 115 knots true with a 180 horsepower engine. So that's no good. Do this too. Let's get rid of the topographic. Yeah. That's easier to see. Goldsy, if you're still here, I know you're taking off soon, so have a good night, buddy. Actually, you're still here, aren't you? There's no relief controller I see logged in.
Uniform, clearance northwest.
Disregard. Hello. Got all my tickets and flight booked for FS 2020. Even though it's 6 months out, I'm pretty hyped for it. Nice, man. Yeah, I got my plane ticket booked, and then I had like 4 different people talking to me about FS Expo today, which is kind of crazy. Some folks saying, yeah, unfortunately they can't go, and some folks that are saying they're absolutely going, and people trying to figure out, okay, what dates, you know, what hotels, yada yada yada. Excuse me, yada yada. So I was kind of surprised by it. I know they sent out some information today regarding exhibitors, and they've already filled up half of the exhibitor slots, which is pretty cool. Although I think that xplane.org is like a third. Excuse me, has like a third of all the booths.
5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 1.
Nick gobbled up a ton of booths.
Squawk 5376.
So I think we'll do bracket. Oh, actually, bracket is marginal now. Overcast 2500, nice. What if we're gonna get that? Weather refresh.
Uniform read correct. 75600, contact LA Center 135.
We'll do bracket, and then I think we'll do El Monte, and I think I might call it there. I think at that point I might be approached out. Yeah, we'll do bracket. We'll do the next approach, and then we'll do one more after that, and then probably call it quits. I don't think I'm going to make it all the way down to Florence or Long Beach.
Cleared for the option.
A booked room at the Tropicana. Sweet. That's probably where I'm going to stay. Booked mine the first week of December. Nice, dude. Where are you staying, Kelvo? Someplace nice at the Tropicana?
5376.
I thought about staying at the old Hooters Hotel next door to the Tropicana. That place is pretty classy. I've stayed there a few times in the past. Actually nice. Not an awful hotel. Doesn't have it. I don't know if it still does. The one time I stayed at the Tropicana, there were mirrors in the ceiling, which was weird. After TwitchCon, I don't know if I want to go to another con. I don't know if they're for me. Well, TwitchCon and Flight Sim Expo are kind of like very different things, Kyokin. Don't tempt me. The old Hooters Hotel. So it's owned by somebody else now. This are not found. There is still a Hooters in that hotel, though. What happens in Vegas? That's right. With the mirror on the ceiling. I stayed at Excalibur, Seizures, Flamingo, and Treasure Island. I've done Tropicana, Luxor. Luxor's a trip. Okay, we got LNAV plus V. Got our diamond coming in. I'm going to take over. And we got our glide path coming in, so I'll just take that down. So yeah, the Luxor, the Tropicana, the old Hooters Hotel, formerly Hooters Hotel, when it was still Hooters. And I stayed at, what was the place last year? Ellis Island Casino and Brewery last year, which was fantastic. That place was so awesome. I kind of want to grab an Uber, go back over there at some point because I loved that casino. I loved that hotel. That casino, the hotel was just awesome.
176 runway 26.
Ah, there's the relief. All right, let's do approach. And Goldie is going to be our final approach fix.
UPS 227, Limburg clearance. Confirm, are you happy or no?
Are you happy? Well, you know, some days I'm happy, some days I'm sad.
Are you heavy?
Oh, are you heavy? I thought she said happy. Please tell me somebody else thought that she said heavy. Or, sorry, happy. I heard happy too, yeah. It's all good.
UPS 227.
All right, what's tower frequency here? Tower is 18.2. Tower is 18.2, and the minimums are going to be 1,800 feet. All right, 3 miles from Pomona. Let's do CDI. Oh, nope. There we go.
No, 176 left. Crossing departure approved.
And let's give me approach.
UPS 227, clear to Oakland International
low.
Airport, Purple 6 departure.
Fix that by pulling the nose up.
Transition as filed. Conduit set, accept, maintain.
Get the flaps and all that stuff out here in a second.
15,000. Expect flight level 240, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6 and squawk 1563.
Let's go by 2,000 RPM now. Extra rich.
UPS 227, Pebble 6 departure.
First notch flaps in. Keep that nose over. Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down. Perfect. Let's final approach fix. SoCal 77 Tango 3. You want us over bracket tower?
UPS 227, read back correct. Riverside Tango Sierra, contact bracket tower 118.2.
18277 Tango Sierra.
3600, contact Bakersfield approach 118.8.
Palomar Tower, Beach 3 Romeo Fox, restoring base 24, touch and go.
St. Louis Tower, bearing 515 Zulu Tango, reporting midfield.
So 3 Romeo Fox, drive runway 24, clear for the option.
I don't know if she's waiting for me to chime in or what.
There 5 Zulu Tango, runway 29, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 515 Zulu Tango. Runway 29er.
Helicopter 429 Tango X-ray.
There 429 Tango X-ray, Chino Tower, standby.
Bracket tower 717 Tango Sierra, VOR Alpha approach, and we're planning a mist.
3717 Tango Sierra, bracket tower, wind 240 at 6, reports missed.
Report the mist, 77 Tango Sierra. There's the field. It's kind of cool coming in like this.
429 Tango X-ray, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Helicopter 429 Tango X-ray. Base of the tower at Chino, like
Tell you what,
parts southeastbound.
we're gonna go mist. We're gonna cancel IFR, grab VFR advisories, and head over to we'll head over to Burbank. That's how we'll finish out the night. All right, 1800s are minimums. We're taking this all the way to
500
VOR, which is pretty much right there. So that's where we go mist. Let's establish that climb. Let's get them flaps up. And we'll make our climbing left turn.
429 Tango X-ray, departure from ramp is approved. Will be at your own risk. Use caution.
And for 4,000 feet.
Cross runway 26.
And then take suspend off.
Correction, runway 26 right, 26 left. Midfield.
Okay, helicopter 14 Tango X-ray departures approved at our own risk. Cross 26 right, 26 left midfield. On the go.
055 Juliet, contact Santa Maria Tower 118.3, squawk V5.
Rocket Tower Archer 717 Tango Sierra missed approach.
7 Tango Sierra, contact circle approach 135.4.
35-4, 77 Tango Sierra.
Santa Maria Tower, Diamond 5055 Juliet, 9 miles southeast, inbound full stop.
Okay.
5055 Juliet, Santa Maria Tower. Make straight in runway 30, clear to land.
Make straight in 30, clear to land, 55 Juliet.
Oh, we hold at Fredo, okay. Oh, we're supposed to hold on the radial. Interesting. Alright. SoCal approach, Archer 717 Tango Sierra, 3000, climbing missed approach.
717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach, radar contact, execute missed approach is published, expect further clearance at 0325, time now 0311 and 1/4.
Okay, excuse Mrs. Published, and we'll expect that 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, so let's just run out there. We'll do a little bit of the missed procedure, and then we'll head VFR over to Burbank.
3 Romeo Foxtrot, runway 24, clear land, wind 1304. Renata Tango X-ray frequency change approved.
How long is left till landing? We'll land here probably about 15 minutes or so. So approach Archer 717 Tango Sierra. I'd like to cancel our IFR and grab VFR advisories Burbank 3000.
Your 48427, Palm Springs ground, runway 31 right, taxi via Echo, Bravo. For 717 Tango Sierra, I understand you'd like to cancel IFR and maintain VFR flight following to Burbank.
That's affirmative, 717 Tango Sierra.
Good, for 717 Tango Sierra, IFR cancellation is received. Resume navigation, maintain appropriate VFR altitudes.
Okay, resume nav, appropriate VFR altitude 717 Tango Sierra. Yeah, that's all there is to it.
So last call.
Okay, there's no airspace to worry about here, so let's go down to 3,000 feet. Get ourselves nice, well, as low as I'm comfortable getting right
Echo
now.
uniform, Palm Springs ground, runway 31 left, taxi
I
via
know that
Whiskey
Burbank
Alpha.
is through that valley right there, so here we go. We don't need a flight director, we don't need any of that crap.
42 Golf Mike, Los Angeles Center.
We'll go here,
Thank you.
go to direct, and the Burbank ATIS is 34.5.
2 Golf Mike, I'll give you Blythe altimeter 2988. Taxi, stay on the call sign.
Perfect. All right. What hotels do you recommend to stay at a Flight Sim Expo? It's up to you. Like, it really comes down to how much you want to spend. I'm probably just going to stay at the Tropicana, honestly. As much as I don't really want to. But yeah, it depends. Like Vegas, it just depends on how much you want to spend on a hotel. Pretty much however much you spend is how good your hotel's going to be. I would say stay relatively close to the venue. So the Tropicana, the MGM, the Luxor, New York. Like those are the 4 that are kind of on that square. The MGM and the Luxor have direct connections. 35.4, 717 Tango Sierra. Oh. I was on the wrong frequency, I think. So approach 717 Tango Sierra, descending through 3,400.
Palomar Tower, beach November.
Wait.
Chino Foxtrot, located at Alpha 4.
I was on 35.4.
Whisper 3 runway Foxtrot, taxi to Burbank Alpha. Have a great night.
Crap. I read the freaking frequency wrong.
17 Tango Sierra, circle approach. Thank you. Ontario altimeter 29997.
97. Oops. Dude, I'm losing my mind. That's why I stopped doing approaches, by the way. I'm starting to get a little fuzzy and a little forgetful, so I don't think there's any more training or proficiency value to come out of any further approaches being flown. So let's just firewall this thing and see how fast this plane goes. If I do heading, autopilot. Speed should give me my altitude. Let's see how fast this plane goes. What about the Bunny Ranch? Little ways from Las Vegas, I think. JustFlight Simmer, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Are hotels expensive? It depends. Not really. I think you're looking at like $400, $350 to $400 to do 3 nights in the Tropicana. Yeah, I think that's about what I saw. Bye-bye fuel. Yeah, no kidding. I'm curious. 24.2 gallons per hour. That is absolutely never going to happen. That means you're burning half of the tank every hour. You got 2 hours of endurance. Woo. That is not right. Excalibur 7. So here's the thing with Vegas. Oh yeah, Excalibur. That's the one across. Yes, Excalibur is across the street from Tropicana. That's right. And then New York, and then MGM. The Luxor's a little further down. Good call. Yes. So here's the thing. The number that you see on the website when you book is one number that you're going to spend, and then you're going to have to pay a BS resort fee when you actually show up on the property. So you're going to end up spending like another $30 to $40 a night in resort fees because Las Vegas is an awful place that nobody should go to. Is this the new G5? No, it's not. This is the Archer TX by JustFlight. Exclamation point plane. Hammer JE, good to see you. Is this Archer identifying as a twin? You know, it might be. We are getting our 124 knots true finally. That is at a 2,700 RPM redlined and 24.2 gallons per hour. Yeah. They withhold money on your card. Oh yeah. And yeah, when you check into a hotel, this same thing happened to me years ago in Dallas. Don't use a debit card if you can get away with it. Use a credit card whenever you check into a hotel. Otherwise, they're going to hold on to all your money. But you get access to terrible Wi-Fi with that low resort fee. Well, that's why I've got tethering on my phone. And actually, I think I will have... I should also have access to... I think I get access to the Wi-Fi in the event itself, too. But I don't recall exactly. Yeah, dude, Vegas is not cheap. Like Vegas, there was a point when Vegas was cheap, and that point has long since gone away, and now Vegas is not cheap. We're burning so much gas. Now we can look at these lovely high definition, definitely not 4K textures on the wing.
SoCal departure, King Air 871, Echo Uniform, 1,800 climbing 7.
All right, well they got the right name on the checklist here. I half expect to look at the checklist and see that it was like an Archer 3. Again, I'm curious as to how many of the art assets were reused between this and the other Archer. Vegas is still pretty cheap, I think. Dude, it's like, it was going to cost me over $700 for a flight round trip there. From Boston. I flew like 10 years ago, I flew out for like $250, $300. And I remember one time I had a room for $30 a night. Like, it was super cheap 10 years ago when I went.
Piper 427, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff. Wind home.
Oh, she needs to clear her throat.
Piper 48427, Palm Springs Tower.
All right, so we're about 8 minutes out from landing. For those that were curious. Let's grab the weather.
3, visibility 10, 3,700 scattered. Temperature 12, dew point -1. Altimeter 29.
427, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff from home.
15. Visual approaches in use. Land and hold short operations in effect for non-turbojet aircraft landing runway 15. 4,250 feet available. VFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and in flight following.
Just want the wind and the code.
Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Quebec.
Quebec. We got Q.
Burbank, Glendale, Pasadena Airport. ATIS information, Quebec.
Diamond 695 Delta Sierra, downwind clearance. Good evening. Clear to Ramona Airport on departure. Fly heading 175. Radar vector Victor 23.
TwitchCon cost me like $500.
Maintain 5,000. Expect 7,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1.
Hotels 125. I thought the rate was cheaper through Flight Sim Expo. Oh, Friday and Saturday are $125 a night, $65 a night for the other. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. $20 a night resort fee, and then taxes.
From the frequency 28.1, rest of your back correct.
Well, let's make a reservation. Let's see what happens here. Checking in on the 12th.
Thank you. UPS 227.
Checking out on the 15th. Find me a room. Let's take the Club Deluxe. No, I want 2 beds.
SoCal departure, UPS 227 is with you, climbing via the SID.
$315 plus taxes and fees. They don't tell me what the taxes and fees are. So this is $315 before the resort fees and before the actual taxes. So probably $400.
Contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2, 717 Tango Sierra.
SoCal departure, Piper 48427, climbing via the SID with information X-ray.
But I got to give them all my information before they'll actually tell me how much the room's going to cost.
SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climb and maintain 10,000.
Because that's how they roll.
427.
I don't know, the dates are on the flight. So going through the Flight Sim Expo website will get you the group rate for Flight Sim Expo. SoCal approach, Archer 717 Tango Sierra 3000, Quebec, Burbank.
Archer 717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach, Burbank, altimeter 2998. Thanks for Quebec. Expect runway 8. Advise you have airport in sight.
908, we'll expect 8. We'll look for the airport, 77 Tango Sierra. That it?
Sir, A71
Second
Echo
airport to me.
uniform, turn left heading 260, join at Victor 388.
Left turn 260, join Victor 388, 1 Echo uniform.
Okay, Tower 18.7 will be next. And our pattern altitude is going to be 1,800 feet.
Diamond 605 Delta Sierra, runway ground, runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha, Hotel, Charlie, Kilo.
My airplane. I like how they didn't block the default autopilot disconnect sounds.
Thank you.
SoCal approach 717 Tango Sierra, Burbank.
Thank you. Air 5 Zulu Tango, runway 29, clear for the option.
All right, let's go to the left tank then for this. Oh yeah, top right of the stream. Yeah, it's up, it's over there. There you go. Fulfilling my duties as a media partner. Making sure that the masses understand. For it, I get a free badge and crappy access to slightly less crappy Wi-Fi. And some like co-brandings, some co-advertising and whatever stuff too. 400 USD is like $400,000 Australian. You're not wrong. Mandalay Bay starts at 175 a night. Oh, there's definitely much more expensive places to go. Artisan Simulation, good to see you, by the way. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, there's definitely more expensive hotels. There's going to be cheaper hotels too, but it's like balancing, like how far do I want to walk? Because it's going to be hot because it's Vegas in the summertime. So instead, take a Sierra, contact Burbank Tower 118.7. 118.7, 717 Tango Sierra, thank you. Will Microsoft be there? That's the hope. Nothing has been confirmed yet. Adam Corey, good to see you. Have I ever done The Big Shot? No? Question mark? Forgot this. I think I lost the controller. I think I might have lost the controller because of the terrain behind me. So Cloud Pro 77 Tango Sierra. You want to go Burbank Tower?
7 Tango Sierra, yeah. Go ahead and contact Burbank Tower 118.7.
All right, 18.7, 7 Tango Sierra. Burbank Tower, Archer 717 Tango Sierra, 3 miles to the southeast, full stop.
3717 Tango Sierra, Burbank Tower, and your right downwind, runway 8, clear to land, wind variable at 3.
Right downwind, runway 8, clear to land, runway 8, 717 Tango Sierra.
UPS 227, contact Los Angeles Center 128.6.
My bug on 8. About right there. There we go. My first time ever flying a general aviation aircraft. My first discovery flight. Things were kind of a blur. Things were happening real fast. You know, I was kind of like trying to figure stuff out and whatnot. And it wasn't until I had this almost exact moment right here where I was on the downwind in the traffic pattern where I'm like, you know what? I know exactly how to do this. Like, I was on the left side of the field, not the right side, but this is the moment where I'm like, I have seen this view hundreds and hundreds of times out my simulator window. I know what's going on. I got this. And yeah, that's sort of how that went. It was a pretty cool moment, honestly. Let's get the power back in touch. American Boeing, good to see you. It's all good, buddy. We're just about to land the last leg here. I shot what 4 instrument approaches or 3 instrument approaches, I think 3 or 4 instrument approaches, and now we're doing a visual approach into Burbank. All right, first notch flaps. Nose. Get that sucker down. Pull that power back. It's about 2,000 to get me 500 feet per minute. Notch the base turn. That speed down even more. Watch the sync rate. There's the runway. And turn final. Go full. Okay, flaps are down. 500's checked. We are looking for there it is. Looking for about 70 knots. We have got our landing clearance.
St. Louis Tower, bearing November 515 Zulu Tango is clear of runway 29er at Foxtrot.
Verified Zulu Tango, taxi to parking via Alpha. Have a wonderful day.
Taxi to parking via Alpha U2, 5 Zulu Tango.
Number 1 Echo Uniform, contact circle approach 135.4. For 871 Echo Uniform, circle
Oh, it
approach
should be
Ontario,
$20 a night for the resort fee.
2997.
That was the negotiated rate. Burbank Tower 717 take us here is clear Delta 7 for Millionaire.
7 Tango Sierra, taxied in Millionaire via Delta Bravo, Monarch Ground. Have a wonderful night.
Millionaire Delta Bravo, Monarch Ground 77 take us here. Have a great night. 23.
427, turn left, heading 260, join Victor 388.
Clearance delivery, Plata 667 Lima Bravo with request.
Stu QPR, good to see you. Vendertron, how you doing, my friends?
Left, direct Palm Springs, join
You guys
Victor
are just coming in for the end of
388.
the stream here. Friday at 7 Eastern time. You should be here. We're going to San Juan. Well, I think we're going to take the 777. Oh, no. We're going to San Juan. I haven't figured out what we're going to do to go to San Juan, but we're going to San Juan.
Just confirm it's a left turn now. For
Depends on if I want to go
direct
island hopping
to Palm
or if we
Springs.
want to just do the long haul from Miami, which we may just do the long haul from Miami. Take the 777 or something. Do a donut on the ramp. We can do that. Turn ATC off here. All right. It's donut time. Okay, you ready? Yeah! This is what they mean when they say spins, right? What are we flying into San Juan? I said probably the 777, but I don't know yet. Whee! Better turn all good, man. My pleasure, dude. All right. So for those that weren't here for the beginning of the stream, I got to show you something. Okay, it gets louder, right? Yep. It's great. It's great that the noise gets louder. Except, you ready for this? The Banshee says, close the damn door. Oh, Jesus. All right. Oh, it's so... Well, my assessment on this airplane is that it's fine, but it maybe needs some tuning. The fuel burn is way off. I mean, way off. We were in the air for maybe 2 hours, and I burned... maybe 2 hours, and we burned...
Retard.
More than half the tank, that's for sure. Yeah, gas guzzler indeed. But Mr. Bojangles 1990, thanks for 3 months, my friend. I appreciate that. Cheers, buddy. The Strain, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Yeah, so it needs a couple patches, and this is why I usually wait to fly these planes to get them a chance to get away from the 1.0 version, because there's always bugs. But it was still fun. I still enjoyed myself tonight. Those approaches were fun. The couple of those approaches are pretty gnarly too, man. All right, let's go replay this up.
Entered runway 0826.
This is my favorite way to fly an approach. Screw the base leg, just fly that curve into the final there. It's way more fun to do that than fly a squared up base leg. Take it easy, Zach. It did correctly model the Cherokee thing where when you pull the power out, it just drops like a stone. That's accurate. Sometimes you leave just a little bit of power in. Maybe I should have been more aggressive on the flare right there. It's all right though. I'll take it. It's a good little plane. Is it worth $40? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. I got this plane as a review copy, so. All right, my friends. That's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank you all very